Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and like down below. Be greatly appreciated. Warrior fans, how are you feeling about Steve Kerr? Let me know down below. How do you feel about his rotations? To me, as a basketball fan, and of course I'm a Kings fan, but not a Warriors fan, but I just don't understand his rotations. You have a guy like Kuminga who scores 16 points in 19 minutes, and he can't see the floor the final 18 minutes of a close game. He's probably your best rim runner. He's probably easily the best rim runner on the team. He'll get to the basket, get fouled, make the basket, make the free throw, and you can't find room for him in the final 18 minutes of a close game where you score 4 points in the final 5 minutes. Final 5 minutes, you score 4 points, and you can't find room for your best rim runner. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And it's no surprise that Shams sends out a tweet today saying Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr. He doesn't feel like Steve Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential. Is that really surprising? I mean, come on. We all know Kerr doesn't play young guys. He relies on the older guys every game. Every game. Doesn't matter how good or bad Clay is playing. Clay is going to play. Wiggins is going to play. Curry is going to play. CP3 is going to play. He will not play the young guys. It makes no sense at all. Every game it seems like the same thing. Kerr says, "Oh, we just got out coached today. Got to give it to him." Hello? You can't say that every single game. Seems like whatever he does is wrong. Whatever decision he goes with, he should do the opposite of what he's thinking of doing, and that's going to be the right decision. It blows my mind how bad he is at decision making. And with me into that final lineup that he sent out there, up by or tie game, 10 seconds left, you send Curry, Clay, CP3, Wiggins, and Sark out there. Like, really? CP3? You're tied? Why are you sending CP3 out there? He's not a known shooter. Obviously, Murray's going to play off of him and dare him to shoot. To me, you got to go with Curry, Clay, Pods, Kuminga, and Wiggins. You got to put those 5 out there. Those are your best 5 offensive threats. You put Podziemski out there, Murray's got to play up a little bit more to respect Pod's three-point shooting. Pods is probably the second, maybe third best shooter on the team, and you don't have him on the floor in the final seconds. To me, if you have CP3 out there, you got to put the ball in his hands because he's not a shooter. Let him be the playmaker and figure out who needs to get the ball. Because he's going to be standing there. They're not going to respect him. They're going to dare him to shoot. They had him and Wiggins both out there on the same side, and for some strange reason, they had Sark and Clay right next to each other, just sitting there, like basically talking to each other as Curry's just dribbling it like 10 feet away from him. So it takes one person can guard all 3. But on the other end, you got CP3 up top, and then you had Wiggins in the corner. To me, you got to replace CP3 with Podziemski, and then take Sark off the court, put Wiggins there, and then you put Kuminga in the corner. Kuminga cuts to the court, or cuts to the hole. Murray's left in, okay, do I guard the hoop with Kuminga drive going for the basket, or do I stay up with Pods? Obviously, he's going to go, well, you would think he would go with Kuminga going to the hoop, leaving Pods wide open for a 3, game over. Or at worst, OT. Instead, no, you have Curry getting double teamed. He throws a left-handed or a one-handed cross-court pass that Murray easily intercepts, which turns into a turnover, and then Joker ends it with an incredible 3. But to me, that lineup made no sense. Why is Podziemski not in there in the final 10 seconds of a tie game? One of your best shooters is not in there. And then your best rim runner is not in there. I mean, what's worst comes to worst, he gets fouled, goes to the free throw line. He was 6 of 7 for the free throw line, so it's not like he's a terrible free throw shooter. he at least makes one, you would think. And then also I saw a thing in this year, the Warriors have blown 4 leads of 17 or more. That's tied for first. 4 games they've had leads with 17 or more and they've lost. Wasn't the whole reason to get CP3 was to help in crunch time? If I recall right, that was one of the main things was to help Curry in crunch time with ball handling. And they've lost 4 games when they've had 17-point lead. Like, come on, make it make sense. Yet all the blame last year was on Poole. It was all Poole's fault for the chemistry issues. All Poole's fault for the chemistry issues. Not Draymond's. Not the guy that did the punching. Not at all. Nah, not the guy that did the punching. All the guy that got punched. It was his fault. His fault. You notice the thing here? Poole, young guy. Draymond, veteran. Always take the veteran side. Always take the veteran side. Who got paid? Draymond. Who's hardly played this year? Draymond. Either suspension, hurt. He's played maybe half their games, if that. And like I said, when he comes back, who's going to get pushed to the bench? Kuminga, the young guy. Who's going to start? Draymond, the veteran. Yeah, make it make sense. Warrior fans, let me know. Am I just not seeing this correctly? Being a Kings fan and not really, maybe I'm just way out there in my own universe, not really knowing what's going on with the Warriors since I don't follow them as closely as the Kings. Let me know down below. Hit subscribe, leave a comment, Warrior fans. Let me know what you think. Peace.